So in this video, I'll discuss the functional requirements of my project. The first functional requirement is set as a unit of data that contains four movie titles, optional associated images, information identifying the one movie that is not like the other three, and accompanying text explaining the relationship between the three related movies. So I have two classes that I use to store that information. One called movie set, which the movie set is what it implies. It contains all the information about the movie set. Keep an array list of all four movies, which include titles and images, the relationship between the movies. The one movie that's not like the others, that's the one that you have to pick to get a correct answer. And that's just an index in the array list. An attribute called like others, which is the one movie that's the same as the others. And the way my application works is that I pick three movies from the same genre, and one movie from a different genre. And the one from the different one is the correct answer. The movie from the different genre is the correct answer in the movie set. Then I have some rating information as well. The number of users who rated the movie, and the number of thumbs up that they've given the movie. Okay, so if you want to look at this, so the movie set class, the movie class just has information for one movie. And again, it's different depending on where this runs. If it runs on the server, I just keep the image URL, the title and genre of the movie. If it runs on the application, I keep the image, and then the title and the genre. And the image is loaded by the application from the internet. I don't store the movie images or the movie posters on the server. I just download those from the internet as I present the information to the user. So for the next requirement, a user should be able to log in to the game with an authenticated user account. I think I demoed this in the previous video, but I'll show it again. If you give an incorrect login, it gives an error. So I have to give it the right user. Start with user 0. Okay, again, you can only access the game if you're authenticated user. There is no unauthenticated option. So a single game presents a series of sets of, the next requirement is a single game presents a series of sets of guesses until the user has made 3 incorrect guesses. I'll demonstrate that here. We'll give some incorrect answers. Okay, so that was a correct one. I'm trying to get one that's incorrect. This actually was an incorrect answer. It didn't display the incorrect graphic. I think I do have a little display glitch in my code. I'm not too sure if that's my code or if that's the emulator. Okay, so at this point I've given the 3 incorrect guesses. The game ends and asks me if I wish to play again. If I say yes, I'll be able to continue to play. If not, I'll take me back to the main menu. The next requirement, after viewing a set, the user will be able to rate a set based on the explanation of the link between the movies. So if I just play the game, you'll notice in this screen where I'm playing the game, during the gameplay, I've got a thumbs up and a thumbs down graphic. So I can give it a thumbs up or thumbs down. Okay, and if I pick a thumbs up, it gives me a little toast message to validate that I picked the thumbs up rating or the thumbs down rating. And it only displays the toast if it got positive feedback from the server. And this information does get recorded on the server. So on the next functional requirement, if a set receives a large number of port ratings, it can be removed from the game. So I've done some work here ahead of time, and I've rated this particular movie set that's being displayed now. I've rated it thumbs down. 4 users have rated it thumbs down. Okay, and the way the code is written is that if 5 users give it a thumbs down, and it's less than 5% of the users have given a thumbs down, then it gets removed. So I'll demonstrate the set removal. Okay, and you can see here, I was the 5th user, and when I've noticed the toast messages come up saying the set was removed. So as we play the game now, we should not see that set anymore. Okay, so that's my criteria. It's got to be a minimum of 5 users who have to give it a thumbs down, and less than 5% of the users. Okay, the next requirement for each successfully completed set, the user will get points. So again, if I give the right answer, I get points. You can see this particular user has been playing for a little bit. He's got 7 points already. If I give it a correct answer, he'll get 8. And then if I give an incorrect answer, he won't get any additional points. Okay. And again, the scores are saved in the options menu. You have the ability to reset your score if you wish. Okay. And all data, questions, answers, points, etc. are stored into and retrieved from a web-based service accessible in the cloud. So, again, the questions and movies and things like that, the scores are all stored in the cloud, in my cloud servers, my Spring server. I discussed this in the previous video, but all that information is stored. I've got, on the server side, I've got the user repository. So I've got 2 repositories, a movie repository and the user repository. The movie set repository, this code doesn't show a whole lot. But what I have to do is go to my controller, and that really shows you what's being saved. The user SVC controller shows the web services that saves the various information. And the information I store for the user is the user ID. I store the user score, and whether or not, the third thing I store is whether or not they want the sound effects turned off. So that's what I store for the user. And for each movie, I store the movie set information, which is titles and image URLs on the server. I store the thumbs up, thumbs down ratings. What else do I store? I think that's it. So again, that various information, you could go through the various classes. The main class you want to look at is the controller class. That'll show you what methods are saving the information in the repository. And I just use a basic Hibernate memory repository, and I'll persist the data. And that's it. I haven't implemented any bonus features. I just didn't have time to do it. But I believe I've satisfied all the basic project requirements. Okay, and if you want to look at some more of the code, start with my document, my Mutibo design doc. This is my midterm document that I've updated, showing what classes I've implemented and what they do. If you want more details, just go through that.